Slania. I'm Bruxo and welcome again to my channel. Today I would like to share with you a realization that I came to like a year ago or so, and it's been very solid since in my practice, especially in witchcraft, but also in my pagan path. The story came with a situation. The situation is that I love foxes. I love foxes as an animal, as a totemic entity, historically, mythologically, and in Spain and Portugal we have stories about foxes, but they're just humanized foxes. They're not related to local genius, to local fairy tales, gods or goddesses or stuff like that. And I don't know, what can I say? I love foxes, and I grew frustrated that other cultures and other mythologies had their own version with their name and their characteristics very defined, and particularly I'm talking about kitsunes. And kitsunes are supernatural foxes appearing in Japanese folklore, in Shintoism. They're very prominent in anime, and they have appeared also in the TV show Teen Wolf, and they appeared also as villains in the Vampire Diaries book series. And yeah, they're these foxes of Japanese lore that have several tales and certain supernatural powers, such as shape-shifting, possession, throwing fire or light, becoming invisible, etc. And I became very frustrated. I grew very frustrated that I had this love of kitsunes, but I'm not Japanese, so I didn't feel like including them in my lore and my work of fairy as a witch. In this state of frustration, I was one day researching kitsunes, and I came to realize what the word kitsune means. In Japanese, the word kitsune means just fox. They're fox that have reached a certain age, and after that certain age they have grown more tails, which has given them these different powers they have, and the more tails they have, the more powerful they become. What do I mean by this? That our foxes are nameless because maybe they aren't humanized, as I said, in folklore. Maybe they're just foxes. As for the Japanese people, the fox that you encounter in the forest is a kitsune, and the fox that you encounter working as a witch, in lack of a better word, I know that they don't use the word witch, they're foxes as well, just only very old and powerful foxes, but they're foxes. They're not a different spirit, different from a fox, a real solid fox. They're exactly like the real solid fox, but with a bunch of new abilities that are considered mystical, supernatural, whatever you want to call it. And then is when I came to realize that our folklore is maybe not crippled as I thought. Not mine, not of other territories, because if you're not of a certain area such as Britain or so, you don't have a very specific, with very specific names, etc. folklore, maybe it's not crippled. And then is when I came to realize that our fairy tales, our folk tales, are maybe more rich than I thought. That they're maybe not that crippled, and they're very rich in wisdom and traditions. Both as a witch, as a pagan, as a whatever, there's so much that I can get from our folklore. So what I mean is that you should, if you're into your ancestors' traditions or in the tradition of your land, that you should embrace even the most modern fairy tales, because maybe they're not deformations as we're taught that they are. Maybe they're just wisdom and knowledge that doesn't need to be named, that is in communion with what actually happens in the land and around the practitioners and in our very soils. Just like it happens with foxes, supernatural or not, in the Japanese lore that we consider to be more complete, with a more defined hierarchy and stuff like that. And maybe it's not like that. Maybe our hierarchy is good. Maybe we have just decided not to look it because we don't have different names for things that we deem as different. So I reflected about that and I came to this conclusion. And I'm now researching fox lore in Spain and Portugal and loving the fox as an animal, as a totemic entity, and as a spirit of the land. Even though we don't have a different name for a spirit of the land that is a fox, we don't have a named deity of any mythology or of any pantheon, either Roman or Phoenician or Celtic or whatever, that is a fox. I'm coming to really adore and worship and learn from the fox as a spiritual being, as it is as a physical, biological being. So if you're into that, research your folklore. It's not maybe as crippled as we think of them. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Please like if you like the video, dislike if not, but I hope that you enjoyed the reflection at least. Subscribe to keep updated. I'm thinking about doing more Celtiberian related videos, but I have to prepare them. They need more research, so it takes more time. So I share my experiences and my thoughts about witchcraft and folklore because it's easier to do for the moment. And yeah, thanks for watching. May the gods and spirits watch over you all, and Slania.